rolls up in a new neighbourhood, puts a sign in the window, again, introductory offer for 1 week only. Not only will she do anything, but if you keep your request down to 3 words, she'll do it for a £5. So there's queues around the block, as you can imagine. The first guy goes in, he's a bit kinky. Beat me up. So she gives him a severe pasting, sends him out of there bruised but happy, you know, it only cost him a £5. Next guy goes in, he's a pretty orthodox kind of guy, you know, he says, fuck me stupid. So she does the job, only cost him a £5. Next guy goes in, he's a Jewish fella, paint my house. Guy goes to the doctors for a medical examination. The doctor says, look, you're going to have to stop masturbating. What? Why? Because I'm trying to conduct a medical examination. Okay, do you want to, here's another quick poem. This one's a limerick, but it doesn't rhyme. And I don't believe that limericks were ever meant to rhyme in the first place. Otherwise, why would they be called limericks? Nothing rhymes with limerick. Don't go racking your brains. I've looked into it. I'm a professional, so you don't have to. Nothing rhymes with limerick. The nearest I can get is turmeric. And you try working that ubiquitous yellow spice into a viable rhyme scheme. So it's not going to rhyme, right? In fact, I wrote this in the Republic of Ireland 25 years ago. I'll tell you the story, right? I was actually in Limerick. And in those days, condoms were very difficult to obtain in the Republic of Ireland. In fact, they used to smuggle them in bags of heroin. I wrote this limerick. It doesn't rhyme, and it's not even about Limerick. Do you want to hear it? Yeah. Okay, so I told you it's not going to rhyme up front, so I don't want any snotty letters after the event on the end, you know, dear sir, imagine my disappointment. I'm sitting down to enjoy a poem, or standing up in this case, to enjoy a poetry reading by the late John Cooper Clarke, only to discover that his so-called limerick failed to rhyme. It's hard, Kentish town. And don't try to do me under the Trades Descriptions Act either, it ain't that simple. Believe me, I've been in litigation with Time Warner Video for the last 17 years on account of that never-ending story. I blame my lawyer for the lack of success. You don't want a lawyer that starts every conversation with, well, I'm no legal expert. Incidentally, if there are any lawyers out there tonight, highly unlikely, given the chosen demographic, but if there are, it's a long shot and it just might work, right? I need the answer to this legal question by the end of the evening if possible, because a friend of mine was recently sent to prison for something he didn't do. He didn't run when the police came to arrest him. Anyway, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the limerick that doesn't rhyme like this. There once was a fellow from Lee who thought he'd been stung by a wasp. When asked did it hurt, he said no, it can do it again if it wants. Alright, save it up, give it me in a lump sum at the end. I'm always writing songs and then somebody comes along, changes one word of my title and has a worldwide mega smash with it. For instance, I'm getting buried in the morning. You get the idea anyway. Well, here's one of them, and just to show that there are tunes to go with those titles, here's a clip from one that I wrote called You Ain't Nothing But a Head. You ain't nothing but a hedgehog, foraging all the time. You ain't nothing but a hedgehog, foraging all the time. You ain't never pricked a predator, you ain't no porcupine.